Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Colonel here, and welcome back to the channel. So today, we'll be going over everything you know post maintenance. So another maintenance is passed, means I have another maintenance video for you guys today. But before we jump that, if you're new here, as always, I'm Colonel from Cover PSO2 content. We'd much appreciate you subscribers report towards the 10K mark, hopefully, by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So in case this is your first video of these, you're probably asking yourself, why would I sit here and listen to this guy read me information I could definitely read myself? You're absolutely right. And the links for that will all be in the video description. If you want to read through this on your own, feel free. Just, appreciate a like on the video at the very least, or, maybe just say, hey, algorithm or gotcha or whatever you want to say. You can be all smarky or smug in the comments. Either way, it all helps out. So I appreciate it. And in the future, in case you don't want to wait for one of these videos to come out, as like today, where today's video is late because I overslept, unfortunately, um, you can just scroll on down and all the important information will always have a little red tag next to it. So all the new stuff will always be right here. Just head over to ngs.pso2.com, scroll on down, and bam, all the information you need is right there. We're going to go through it together though. That way, in case you are in the middle of possibly trying to get your clear on the new rank 2 Solus, good luck to you guys out there doing that. Or just happen to be, checking out the new Lelouch Scratch. If you guys do, by the way, Skull's been covering that video on her channel. I'll link to you for that in the video description as well. Either way, I will go ahead and read to you guys everything that you need to know, and we'll go through it together. Now, as always, we'll start things off with the update details. If there are any system changes that we need to know, like patch notes, they usually are listed right down here. As we don't have any, you can see nothing like the other week that we had quite a few. But there aren't any, so nothing worth there. Go ahead and skip down. So we have Malignant Darkfall Solus is enhanced from rank 1. So we got rank 2 Solus, 4 players, 5 failure after 5 incapacitations as always. Severe difficulty quests, brutal attacks, require even higher battle power, of course. Moving on. Oh, we also have Arc's record for Trainia Buddy Attack rank 2, and then Arc's record for limited time quest special training Sand Road Sprint. I believe that's also, I'm not sure if they did this one solo or not. I think that one's actually a group one. So we also have, of course, the code GEASS Rebellion R2 collab. We've got Lelouch and everyone else. I already spoke my piece on this, but a lot of people would have been a lot more happy with the nightmares here, nightmare frames here instead of their pilots. I mean, these two are fine, but yeah, this should definitely have been the nightmare frames. And got nightmare frames at home. At least we got something though, so we have some stuff to go along with cast. But I would have liked to see the nightmare frames there, and they instead put them in the form of a mag, which is a little disappointing. I gotta say, everything else looks sick though. I mean, it all looks very good, but like this definitely could have been better. And of course, it is not a collaboration scratch if a gun is not involved in some way, shape, or form in game. Kind of funny. All right, that's it for the update detail information. We pop over to the Premium PSO2 Day article. We do have Premium PSO2 Day on the horizon, starts on the 21st, so in a few days at 8 p.m. and goes all the way to the 23rd at 8 a.m., giving you a full 24 hours and then some to go ahead and pop your buffs and let them rock all the way through. So if you're someone who likes to get as much out of your buffs you possibly can, you can pop in, let's say 8 p.m. on that Friday night from all the way till Saturday night, and then get your good time of buffs in. Or possibly you want to pop them at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning and farm all the way until Sunday morning because you want to go super hard. That's also a option as well. NGS blocks, of course, will have the 50% drop rate. Sorry, you have 10% drop rate and 50% experience rate. And then, of course, the PSO2 Day task that will allow us to earn an extra 20 star gems. And then, of course, you can get your 50 free star gems as usual, along with special scratch tickets. Notice how they didn't have PSO2 blocks here. That's because permanent boosts are coming to PSO2 blocks. The PSO2 blocks after the 21st will have a permanent set of boosts. You always have 100% increased fun because there is no fun in NGS. KEKW, old joke. EXP earn plus 200%, rare drop multiplier plus 200%, gathering fever occurrence rate plus 100%, item success rate plus 10%, augmentation success rate plus 15%, and then enhancement experience plus 15% when enhancing a weapon. With this monthly PS2 boosts that are part of PS2 Day and Premium PS2 are held, or I'm sorry, with this, the monthly PS2 boosts that are part of PSO2 Day and Premium user PSO2 Day held every month will be discontinued. The PS2 exclusive arc strappies that appear in PS2 block will no longer appear after the 21st. That kind of sucks, but the same time, it's not really all that impactful. Arcs Fever really doesn't matter all that much. It was kind of like a nice augment to have access to, but like the fact that it's being discontinued is kind of lame. I mean, it's one less thing people could use for augmenting, but I mean, realistically, if you were augmenting base PSO2, you shouldn't really be using Arcs Fever, I guess, anymore. And you have access to other things. It's like kind of good and bad. Like this is almost like permanently putting it on like a super skeleton mode where they don't have to do anything for it. It's not even a part of the boost thing. So that could spell like, you know, trouble for those that are really exploring PSO2, but it also kind of gives the mindset that their base PS2 is not going anywhere, right? So I've already spoke my piece as well on base PS2 and what they could do to actually make that better. Maybe I'll make that into a video, but they definitely do need to adjust a few things to make it a bit more automated for base PSO2 to continue and for people to continue to enjoy it, or people are going to turn to other options, which I'm sure people are going to very proudly state in the comments below, but I ask you not do that as the game is still live. Not that you shouldn't go for those options, but you not at least talk about them openly as the game is still live, and there are likely choices that you should not be voicing openly. Either way, code GEASS, Solution of the Rebellion, rank R2 collab. So we've got a bunch of standees. Basically, this is all the free stuff. Essentially, we have the scratch, but then this is all the free stuff they're giving you as you log in. Essentially, looks like it's just 4 stands, and that's it. Kind of lame, honestly. 4 stands, kind of lame, but hey, it's free build parts, so that's pretty cool. And then we have, of course, the actual collab scratch, and it looks like they are going to allow us to color change the outfits, which is very, very good. That's pretty much it, honestly. Yeah, like you have the outfits and the hair, we have the swords, we have the accessories. I mean, this all looks really good, all things considered. And like I said, Skull's going to go more in depth with these, so let's see what these actually look like. Feel free to jump over to her video, which I will probably leave linked either in the video description or a pinned comment. Just keep an eye out for that when that does pop up. And let's go ahead and pop into game and make sure that we didn't miss anything. So I'll see you guys there. All right, we are loading in. That load screen though. All right, cool. So upon login, it looks like, yeah, oh, we're getting free star gems along with it as well. You know what? Honestly, I'll take that. I'll take star gems over a random item that I'm not going to use, right? Our usual stuff that we have here. All right, cool. And let's take a look. So we want to take a look and see what the rewards are for the new fight, which on the Planet Breaker rank 2. So we can see we got wing guards here, the iron armor. We have Fugal guards as well, and it looks like Foundia, Star Soul, and Demios are still going to be dropping here. So it doesn't look like there's anything new specifically. This is just a rank 2 variant, so a more difficult version of the fight. Likely going to probably give you a better chance at getting these wing guard drops. So wing guards are probably going to drop a bit more common in these fights. Oh wait, that's the Fugal guard CV, or this Fugal guard Almaty. So it's just the camo for the weapon, not the actual weapon itself, which is fine because you really don't want those tainting your actual drop pool overall. If you even consider it a possible drop pool, there's nothing really new in it per se. Which is what I figured, honestly. Like it'd be a really bit weird of a spot if they had announced any weapon or any armor and then just kind of shadow dropped it in this event here. It's possible there could be something here that just is, you know, hidden and we don't know about it, but as it stands, I assume this has kind of been what we're going to see here. This is probably a good time to have wanted to see more cosmetic drops in the pool here. Also, like, make this list longer so we can kind of go through this a little easier. I don't know why it's such a short list, but it is what it is. Yeah, you can see that the Tissa, Flug, and then if you go to 2, then that goes to Wingard, and that goes to Flugel Almaty. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So let's make sure I didn't miss anything else. Just a sec. That's right. We also have the SG Select support scratch. So if we take a look in here, we can see we've got Hykavar S, Hyra Dust. Okay, so basically what I assume we were going to have, which is just Gladius Soul S, Mega Trial S, Hykavar S, and be in the mix here. And then the 2 most expensive augments would not be in this list unless they threw them in here. Looks like it is looking like a no-go. Okay. Oh, so yeah, they have the enhanced not required stuff. 5 times for a K, 10 times for 20%. Okay, that's kind of lame because I think it's usually 5 times for 20% or 40% on the other scratches. Then a select ticket. All right. Increase in hand skill success rate plus 100%. Is this this isn't the replacers though, right? This isn't like increase in hand success rate plus 100%. Is that like for any? I'm probably like I'm doing this on purpose that way I can understand this a little bit better. You guys can probably tell me in the comments below. But is that just saying that you automatically, yeah, it guarantees the upgrade? If so, then like, yeah, you want to get to the 50. Yeah, the 95 is wild. That's a lot of star gems, but this will get you all the way up to Pixar rank 5. I imagine, if I understand this correctly, increase in enhanced success rate plus 100%. It's not a replacer. You'd still probably need the item itself, but it allows you to push your Fixa all the way up. So yeah, something to keep in mind there. Augmentation plus 40%. Augment protects. Yeah, this one's not as good as the previous one. So I mean, it's kind of like a mixed bag. It's good because you don't have to worry too much about having to pull on it, but then like it kind of sucks because you kind of want those. Yeah, preset item protection level 4. So this is what I was looking at beforehand. So these are the protections. We're looking for the success rate and like the replacers. So interesting to see, and these are still worth pulling in at the very least because you kind of want some of these. But this is just the protections. So it looks like they kind of split them up a little bit. I guess it just isn't in here anymore, or they split, you know, the success rate 100% and then the preset enhancement skill not required. They had like the level 4 that was like you didn't need the enhancement item, and then you also got the 100% success rate. So it was a guaranteed fix level 5 if you pulled far enough into this. It looks like that's no longer the case, or that's not the case for this setup. But I'll have to wait until I talk to some of you guys during today's stream to get a better idea of that, because it looks kind of crap, honestly. But at the same time, do you want your SG Scratch to be amazing, as most people were seeming to be pretty upset the SG Scratch is even an option available? And as I assume, though, it looks like it's going to be specifically only up to or Glangus Mass Day and Lux Half Finale are going to be the two that are not going to be available on this Scratch. It looks like, I believe that is everything, right? Let's double check. We have a new mission pass. They opted to go with the Fighting Panda to come back this time around. You know, one of these days they're going to bring back Slick Mechanic, and I'm going to be super happy. Today is not one of those days, unfortunately. It looks like Angelic Dash is what's coming back. Angelic Dash B, okay, super cool there. But unfortunately, is not what we personally wanted. I believe, as always, it looks like the rank 24 is the only personal shop ticket. We definitely need more of those, or for them to change how personal shops work. Yep, auto sell 1 hour. Getting one of these every mission pass is pretty bad. So hopefully they look into changing that and making it better. I mean, I'm going to keep saying it until it does happen, and keep offering us feedback until that does happen as well. I don't think there's anything else that we're missing, right? I think that's pretty much everything. Let me do one last go over, and then we'll probably move on to the outro. I think that about covers everything. So in case I missed anything, feel free to toss it in the comments below. I'll make sure to go ahead and either add it to a pinned comment or heart it so it floats over all the way to the top, so everyone will know all the important information that they need to know, or that I personally missed. Like you guys enjoyed the video, so if you want to keep up with more, do all the other YouTube things are all helpful. Are there other YouTube things outside of liking and subbing? I don't know, man. I'm still bad at outros. Anyway, friends, take care. Peace out.